I think this is something that people should understand. Viruses don't want to kill their hosts. They want to use their host, in this case us, to replicate and then make sure that the host coughs and spreads the virus to its next host. And as long as the host is alive and coughing, that's the best thing a virus can ask for. Simplistically, all of us here, living creatures, are basically here to make copies of ourselves to reproduce.
This apparent coincidence of our dilemma and the forensic alternative ways to create awareness of our emotions, and we can use the psychedelics to dissolve boundaries.
It's a cousin of the common cold.
And the question is actually because it behaves like the common cold and basically it makes it to
so mischievous. By that I mean, for instance, a lot of the discussion, particularly in the United States,
and what is
between
a much more
60,000 people a year die of the flu.
Then we've been willing to turn on those programs in the last 10 years.
These are why are we so upset? We accept
the two-term governor of our every year and took a year and a half to lay that all out.
And why should
we what it comes to?
And what important people realize is that
the possibility
there's a simple passive income business that allows you
Today we're going to talk about one of our favorite subjects.
Is allowing all of these entities that support this to provide streaming stuff going on the internet. Now the internet, let's go back. The internet started with the concept of local to local connections across the country. You could go from Alaska, but you only had local connections. Again, they're industry-wise, providing streaming and long distance, and that's what we've got. We've got a service that's immune to distance. It's there for the consumer. But we would take really indicate that anyone who wants to think of this for massive commercial purposes. But there's one company now that you can get these plans together to your house. This might virus by subscription service, by delivery service, okay? Change your order, but you pay for that, right? This service is not and you check what you I just the other day got and was sent by my son to the morning party. And doing that, and here we have this one situation, enormous entities, when that starts very early, before there is a lot of reading of the virus, when you put your message in the line, it's going to be delayed by anyone who puts it into an enormous amounts of material. Is allowing all of these entities that support this to provide streaming stuff.
My foot is covering approximately 300 miles of my
Now the internet let's go back. Internet started with the concept of local to local connections across the country. You could go for Air Alaska, but you had to go through local connections to get there. The industry wisely provided for streaming for, in effect, a new kind of long distance, and that's what we've got. We've got a service that's immune to distance, and it's there for the consumer. But when we take and really indicate that anyone that wants to use this system for massive commercial purposes, there's one company now you can sign up and you can get a movie delivered to your house daily by subscription service, by delivery service. Okay, and currently it comes to your house. You put it in the mailbox when you get home, annually or monthly, you change your order. But you pay for that, right? This service is now going to go through the internet, and what you do is you just go to a place on the internet, and you order your movie, and guess what? You can order 10 of them, and it's delivered to you, and this delivery charge is free, right? 10 movies streaming across that internet, and what happens to your own personal internet? I just the other day got internet was sent by my staff at 10 o'clock in the morning on Friday. I got it yesterday. Why? Because it got tangled up with all of these things that are going on the internet commercially. And here we have this one situation where enormous entities want to use the internet for their purpose to save money for doing what they're doing now. They use FedEx. They use the delivery services. They use the mail. They deliver in other ways, but they want to deliver vast amounts of information over the internet. And again, the internet is not something that you just dump something on. It's not a big truck. It's a series of tubes.
His name is George Carlin.
And if you don't understand those tubes can be filled, big truck. It's a series of tubes, series of tubes, series of tubes, series of tubes, series of
An obvious example, person who uses drugs to the person who doesn't use drugs, person who is here is George Carlin. Anytime I start to feel anxious or afraid or confused, I'm entering into an illusion. We have the potential to feel a kind of bliss. I've done some inquiry around this subject, notably in the podcast with David Lynch. He talked about Maharishi, who's an excellent teacher, forgive the sound. He talked about Maharishi and says that he was in a blissed out state. Many people who talk about their gurus from India talk about a state of bliss being achievable, being achieved. People from the Buddhist tradition, I suppose, talk about a state of serenity. I've always been drawn to the voluptuousness of Hinduism, the sort of virility and vivacity and sort of passion and enjoying it. And I feel that if you feel self-hatred, you must learn to acknowledge it as a signal for change. You do not deserve self-hatred. In my tradition, the system of both of those things sound grand. Forgiveness is a necessity. Forgive people no matter what they've done. We must approach from a position of forgiveness for ourselves. Certainly we must forgive ourselves. You know, I've heard it said, you may feel you don't have the right to forgive yourself, but the tradition says that you must forgive yourself, that you can't hold on to the illusion of who you were. That don't mean that there is no such thing as redemption or what do I want to say, atonement. If the reason for your self-hatred is you believe you've done something that is unforgivable, then you should seek guidance for how to be forgiven, how to forgive, and how to atone, or at one-ment. I've heard it said, find a way to become at one again, at one with the person you are, or one with the person you intended to be. You know, even if we've harmed people, there is a way back for us. We can find a way back. Self-hatred can become valuable to you if you are able to see it as a spur to necessary transition. You can't stay, you can't really self-hatred. Let's face it, it must be one thing to really take care of our minds. It must be extreme self-hatred. The dangerous thing, you must seek serious goals in support groups. And firstly, hello, I'm doing these new videos more frequently now. Please hit the notification button at the end of this video. Then you'll get like a little bell when I post a new video. Self-pity is a tough one. It's complicated because it's like you're determined to remain in a negative state. This is what happens to me. I go, yeah, but this really bad thing has happened. Someone has rejected me. I didn't get something that I wanted. I lost something I wanted to keep. Because self-pity, think very well about it. What do we do? Ram Dass said, we savour our misery like wine. Just swill it around like connoisseurs. Self-pity, you can hold on to something. You need the principle of acceptance to be free of self-pity. You need to think, well, that has happened. I've lost that relationship. I've lost that person all the time. I have accepted something that I don't like. Not to say that some of these things may require responses. Not to people are entitled to abuse, harm, or
Joe Rogan
merely that
Underrated, vastly underrated. Adam's having a ridiculous ridiculously underrated. Ridiculously.
All of these things, like self-pity has like an awareness of the self. With self-pity, you're incubating the illusion that you are real.
Larry, the one where he marries Kevin James for benefits. Dude, it is hilarious. There's also rough moments. Right. It's one of those movies like if somebody comes back. I hope they like this video. Between us, we create various illusions from our emotions, from our misguided. Dude, there are hilarious moments in that where I'm like, wow, this is really fucking funny. Yeah.
Self-pity, it's there. It's okay to feel sad.
No, just it's okay. There's another movie that I wish I could go back and watch again. Right.
It's not okay for you to be a weak loser. It's not okay. And the reason it's not okay is because you could be way more than that. And it's a crime.
Well, it's like, I don't know, did people watch Laurel and Hardy back then and go like, oh, this is fucking, did it all get dismissed
for
as
you
being
to
too silly?
allow
Like, no, those guys,
all
they
that
accomplished something.
necessary potential to go to waste. It hurts you, it hurts your family, it hurts the world. Really, really, it does. And people think, oh, okay, I get it. And they do get it, because they know at some level, if you turn around and you get this intense,
you inflammatory reaction.
it's not that life is better than you. Life is as harsh as you think. It might even be worse. You are way tougher than you.
It goes actually against human nature. One of the things that
It has the resilience properly
is, in fact, follow the rules that are determined.
and I would say that's one of the life. Make no mistake about it. The first noble truth
Because of
life is this is true. It's worse than that.
a shared experience, where if you're asked,
That's the baseline. And so that's very pessimistic. But the optimistic part is that you are so damn tough you can actually not only deal with that, you can improve it. Oh, well, that's a horrible situation. But it turns out that I'm armed for the task. So that's a great thing. And I do believe, I think the fact that we're armed for the task is even more true than the fact that life is the task that we can have. They're stronger than things out there. And things are pretty terrible. So that means we're pretty damn strong. Yes, it's a very good thing to know. And it's not naive optimism. It's a very different thing. It's like, no, things are terrible. They're brutal. You are so damn tough. You can't believe it. You know, the idea that in some sense you're an eternal victim. Well, there's a truth in that, given that nature is conspiring to destroy you and will be successful in the end, that you're undermined by your own society at the same time you're buttressed by it, and that you're a target of your own malevolence and that of others. I mean, so there's a triad of tragic and malevolent forces that are aimed directly at your heart, and that's always the case. But to not take responsibility for that and to attribute
He put in place the toughest climate
attribute to that just
he opened the U.S. to Cuba for the first time in half a century. And he reached a peaceful settlement in the nuclear standoff with Iran that lasted for a decade before he took office. You can celebrate Obama using nowadays, but those will think they're great, conservatives will think they're awful, but it's hard to deny that they're big mistakes. So where do we start? Obamacare is
they're not looking at the trees, the nature. They're not kicking each other brains anymore. That's what they're doing. Everybody in the motherfucking car is doing this. Looking into a motherfucking device that I'm talking to. Absolutely. America's fucked up. Technology has fucked America up so fucking bad that the American family really can't say it's a fucking family. Because of what I'm talking to you on, it has ruptured us, the American family, so much that only way the American family.
I had a very weird experience. You know, one of the high water.
On the type of life that I'm talking to you on, making this video. That's how fucked up America is. It's a shame. America is fucked up. Because we are. Some of you are just afraid to admit it, but some of us just know that America is fucked up. You know, we just adapt. Continue on, carry on. Hey guys, I'll catch you on the next one, but America is fucked up. The only thing we can do is accept it. I'll let you know.
So in a way you could see that ego or personality is in a way built upon, and that's where Freud understood it. He saw that the repression of id or impulse life, because of the way the society has to deal with a child's impulses to get it to be socialized, usually is left with a feeling that somehow I'm bad. I have these things that are not acceptable. And so then you build this social structure, and often what you end up with is a personality that says it's constantly looking to the world and other people. Do you approve of me? Do you like me? Am I good enough? Am I acceptable to you? And have I achieved enough? Here's it, and you get an A for effort, and you feel good. And if you don't get the A, it's not like you feel nothing, you feel bad. And it's as if the baseline is negative, not zero. You get the issue? Now, so that you're constantly using your life experiences as a way to disprove a basic negative feeling about yourself. That's a very, very common thing in social structure and human development. Now, Many psychological systems, like Freud's, works primarily with negative going to zero. That's the domain. Right behind that is where the spiritual dimension is. And that's the part that looks at the universe and just sees it as it is. It doesn't see when you've got a negative thing, the opposite, when you're trying to undo it, you can undo it by emphasizing the positive. Like if you don't like yourself, you can emphasize, I love myself. It's how do we love ourselves? Or we can say, let's go behind love and hate and find a place where we merely acknowledge ourselves, where we just allow our humanity, and we hear that there is negativity in us, and there is inadequacy, and we allow ourselves. And the word that I have come up with, I'm finding most comfortable to work with, is the word appreciation. That we can appreciate what is. It's interesting, the way I look at it, is that you go out into the woods, and into the forest, and you look at trees, and you appreciate the trees. You don't say, that tree is good and that tree is bad.
I'm not good at my impression of Kanye. I pop my girl and knew it the time God take. Master ceremonies, MCs, I'm sorry. You're a master and none like the seasons are. Man, I've been great. And I do my good meditation. Right, it's great, say my favorite actor. And I want to make part 2 in my after. Then I want to make part 3 featuring me. Have a check with me. Dance and let the pants float down the truck. Young Mac in the place to be. We got crystal bottles, $200 weed. My, you look like Danny Fox. I'm a rope between my I say that again. I'm not even close. I'm savage. I ain't got clothes. Let me see the I used to rap. I'm gonna say it's cocky. Say it's cocky like a fool. I'm gonna get me in the face. Stop. You know my name is Rocky. I'm gonna make you funny. We're in the name. I'll take karate. You wanna fight me with a hand grenade and a rocket cannon chains and a rocket and a face. Your cock. My fucking enemies ran away. Didn't walk. When I come back, the cat and I play away like a hawk. Oh yeah, boy. All you gotta do is be like an angel. You can be a rap rock singer on cable. Blah, 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 blah.
Say that my own time with death was something certain. What I mean is that these tragedies are a kind of family tradition. So when I walk into the liquor store that morning, bright and angry, in a daydream of a boyfriend, I was 15. Pick up a bottle of orange juice and put it into my backpack. That's all it counts. And she would kiss me and stay back. She pulled my soul, so I did. Put down the bottle, don't want trouble. Now took everyone from fires and fixtures that filled the sky. You was never so bright when I was young. I was too young to die. Bringing the folks, Snoop Doggy Doggy, like the bringing that up, ready to make an entrance, so back on up, push it over, rip it up, give it a microphone first so I can bust like a bubble. Compton and Long Beach together, nigga, know you in trouble. Ain't nothing but a jig like baby. Too low down, niggas over crazy. Death row is the label that pays back. Unplayable, so please don't try to fake it. But back to the lecture at hand. Perfection is perfect, so I'm a man of understand. From a young G's perspective, every only jigger bitch I have to find a contraceptive. You never know she could be earning her man and learning her man. And at the same time burning her man, and you know I ain't with this shit. Okay, ain't no pussy good enough to get her on, I'm finished. And that's relevant, real deal, healthy feel. And now you love it, hope know how I feel. Well, if it's good enough to get her off a proper jump, I take a small piece of summer and funky stuff. It's like this and like that and like this and up. It's like that and like this and like that and up. It's like this and like that and like this and up. Drake freaking, I'm like a fan. Well, I'm leaving and I'm creeping and I'm creeping. But I tell nigga, cause my people kept creeping. Now it's time for me to make my impression flow. So sit back, relax, and strip on this heat. You're never get on the ride like this for flow. So who can rap and control the maestro at the same time with the dope rhyme that I kick. No, and I know I feel some more funky shit. So add to my collection, this selection symbolizes dope. Find myself if you do, you have no trouble with me and my homies Snoop Dogg gang. It's like this and like that, like this and up. It's like that, like this and like that, and up. It's like this. And it goes up about my so just chill. So the niggas have so
You see, if I get into trouble as a businessman with debt, I can declare bankruptcy, and I'm clean. But the trouble with student loan debt, you can't do that. You know, it hangs around your neck for the rest of your life. So if you're a student, you shouldn't take on student loan debt unless you absolutely 100% guaranteed that you will commit to graduating. So have you seen a lot of kids drop out of school?
Oh, yeah.
And so the problem with student loan debt is a person has to know what are they going to study. You know, I have two friends, they're both medical doctors, and they came out of school with $500,000 in medical debt, in student loan debt, but they paid it off in 5 years because they're medical doctors and high paying jobs. And so the delayed having families and all this, and the whole objective was to pay for becoming a doctor. But I think you have friends.
Are you nervous about your upcoming residency interviews? It can be really tough to sell yourself and...
So you want to become a doctor. You've come to the right place. In this new series, we'll cover various specialties and types of doctors and help you decide which type of doctor would be the best fit for you. Dr. Jabal, MedSchoolInsiders.com. Welcome to our new series, So You Want to Be. In this series, we'll be highlighting a specific specialty within medicine. In each video, we will cover three main areas. What does it mean to be that type of doctor? What are common misconceptions about that specialty?
I lost my medical license when I accidentally kept it in my swimsuit pocket and jumped into the pool.
Be sure to check out my second channel.
Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about music.
What she wants to do,
Please notice my microphone. Today we're going to talk about a really cool method of learning rhythms, writing rhythms, practicing cool rhythms called South Indian Rhythmic Solfege, or Solkatu. So basically what this system is a system that's used in India to...
The day you kiss my lips, light as a feather. And it went just like this. No, it's never been better than the summer of 2002. We were only 11, but acting like grown-ups, like we are in the present. Drinking from plastic cups, singing love forever and never. Well, I guess that was true. Dancing on the hood in the middle of the woods on a normal night where we sang songs with all of our childhood friends. And it went like this, say, oops, I know I'm